Hey y'all, what's up? So Sunray back at you guys with another Sunray Speaks, and today we are continuing our higher series. So first video we talked about what are the signs when God calls you higher, what is the benefits of being called higher. Second video we discussed the wrestling that occurs as you go higher, and now in today's video we're going to be more so talking about staring at the stair. All right, so this is a word play. So you guys, if you have like reached out for encouragement or something recently, I have told you those things, but I did want to share it with people on YouTube that may not be attached directly to the ministry. So stare at the stair. So stare, S-T-A-R-E, we're talking about focusing, staring at something, right? Stare, we're talking about a level, something that you step on to go to the next level, right? Or something that takes you from one place to the next. So God told me the other day, stare at the stair. And this was in regards to someone that was struggling with where they were in their journey. They knew God was calling them higher. They knew God was requiring more of them. They were going through their wrestling, but they were becoming so focused on every stair that comes after that they weren't staring at the stair that they were on. So this is going to be a really quick Sunray Speaks because it's really straight to the point. Stare at the stair. You stare at the stair that God has you on, because who knows, God may have you skip 3 stairs, and then you may be on that 3 stairs for a whole year. I mean on that 3rd stair for a whole year. Then it may be where God's like, you did so well at staring at this stair, I'm just going to shoot you up the staircase and you're going to go into your next thing. We never know 100% where that staircase is going to lead in that particular season. We don't know how long we're going to have to be at that stair. But the reason why a lot of people are stagnated and they have not seen a lot of the promises come to pass is because they're so focused on where the staircase is leading. When we know God is the author of our destiny, God is the author of our life, everything has already been written. His sovereignty is what reigns in our lives. And when we get ourselves to understand that, that should bring you more peace so that you can look and be like, okay, God, I'm going to focus at where you have me. All right, so you told me I need to work out. You told me this. God, I got bills to pay, but I'm going to focus on these things. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, bills are being taken care of. Things are growing. You're seeing the fruits of the Spirit. And why is that? Because you're staring at the stair. You're seeking ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and letting all things be added unto you. All things meaning that next level. All things meaning where that level is leading you to. Hopefully this is making sense. But for a lot of you guys, when God is calling you higher, it's so important that you stare at the stair that he has you on. Don't become so focused on the future, or don't become so focused on the past. You have to heal from what you went through. You have experienced those experiences. You aren't your experiences. Let me say that again. You have experienced those experiences, but you are not your experiences. Your identity is simply a child of God. Your identity is not established by the role that you have in a church. It's not established by the job you have, the car you have, the people you surround yourself with. No, at the end of the day, you are a child of God. Now, the way that God has you shine your light may be a little bit different or may be distinct, but at the end of the day, your true identity is as a child of God. So you shouldn't really be focused on everything else. Just stare at the stair God has you on. Like, you may be a minister, but suddenly God has you, you may be like an apostle, but suddenly God has you doing prophetic work in that season, whatever the case may be. Don't become so attached to the title. Don't be a vessel. Be a servant. And the servant is ready, willing, and able at any time to switch tasks to serve their master. And that is exactly what you need to do in order to be brought higher. A lot of us, we're stagnant too, because it's like, well, God, that don't match the overall vision for my life that you told me. But what if what you learn in this season, the skills you gain, is going to help you pour your oil further when you do get to that thing? Okay, hopefully this is making sense to you guys, but I hope you guys are enjoying the series, and make sure that you stare at the stair that you are on.